Why is it that the hardest part about working on old cars is just removing the hardware?
Welcome back to the channel. So what you're about to see is something a little bit different. I know you guys are used to seeing me talk to the camera way too much. I talk to myself in the shop all the time, only now there's proof. Anyway, I didn't have a lot of time last weekend to shoot a video on the Datsun. I did make a lot of progress on it, but I had a friend of mine whose car broke down, so we had to jump in the truck, grab the trailer, and go winch that car into the trailer and bring it back to his place. You may see that car on the channel in the future, but regardless, this week, something a little different. Steve, the other half of Steve.0 or Steve Squared, actually shot a video himself. Now, this is his very first time shooting a video on his own. It's pretty short, but I think it's pretty good. So without further ado, I want to cut to that footage, and then I will update you guys a little bit more after that.
Hey everybody, Steve 2.0 here, coming to you from underneath the Hornet, per the usual. Today I'm going to be swapping out the rear shocks on this pig. She's riding a little low on the one side, so I think it's shocks. We're going to go ahead and give that a shot. So here's what we're looking at. Let's see how good we can see up in here, but I think we just got to pop the pin on the bottom and a couple of bolts up top. Take the top flange off, pull the shock out and replace it. Well, I'd say that shock is bad. Well guys, here's the other shock. This came out of the driver's side. Looks a little better, but not really. Does not like to extend back on its own. So, good thing we're replacing both of them. All right, well I finally got the two shocks off the back end and time to start putting together a new one. So, new shocks came with, of course, washers and bushings. The flange that came off of the old shock. More bushings, washers, and go ahead and put that on. I have no idea how tight that needs to be. All right, so as you can see, I do have the shocks mounted up at the top, both sides. At the bottom, we're still a little high, so I gotta jack up the rear axle here and try to get those to line up, which might be easier said than done. Anybody else see what I was missing there? Maybe right in this area should be the rubber bushing. Yeah. Time to start that over. I'm gonna put you guys on time lapse. All right, let's drop this thing down and see what it looks like. Well, that's a wrap. New rear shocks on the Hornet. Now time to go take it for a test drive. Thanks for tuning in.
All right, what'd you think? I thought that video was awesome. For his first time ever doing anything or shooting anything like that, I thought he did a pretty darn good job. So there is some more stuff coming on the Hornet. I think we finally found what the problem was. And by we, I mean Steve. There is another video coming on the Hornet very soon. To finish up this video, I do have a whole bunch of stuff filmed and shot already for the Datsun. I just need a little bit of time to put it together. I am actually waiting on parts. Who would have thought that if you're in the middle of a project and you order your parts, you're not gonna have them by the time you do your project? Whoops. So I'm waiting on struts, I'm sorry, not struts. I'm waiting on shocks for the Datsun so that I can assemble and mock up the front 280ZX struts on the car. However, I did make a very important purchase, but I'm not gonna show you guys just yet. That's gonna be part of that video. Anyway, thank you guys all for watching. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of Steve's first video. If you guys wanna see more of Steve on camera, if you want him to do more of his own videos, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, share. It all helps. We're at 199 right now. I'd love to hit 200. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll catch you next time.